Medyo matagal na ako hindi nakaka-review ng mga rugged phones. And today, I have another rugged phone dito sa aking channel, which I think roughly mga 2 years na yung last rugged phone na na-review natin, no? And I have here is a Blackview na Fort 2. This is a new generation na rugged phone. Malalaman natin later, no, kung ba't ko sinabi new generation, and together with the Blackview BV100, which is a smart glasses na kasama na pwede mong bilhin together with this one, na pwede mong bilhin together with tong phone na ito. Of course, it's a separate entity. And I'll tell you kung bakit it changed the way that I view rugged phone right after this quick intro. So normally, you won't see me wearing glasses inside my studio. But today, I'll make it an exception dahil i-feature natin tong smart glasses ni Blackview, which is the BV100. But of course, syempre, we're going to unbox muna itong Blackview Fort 2. Medyo magandang box, ha? Honestly, I'll say they gave a little bit effort to this one. Pretty nice. And Fort 2 ang nakasulat dito sa gilid. So normally, pag sinabi mo mga rugged phones, makakapal, yung mga huling na-review natin, rugged phones, mga parang kasing bigat ng isang brick, no? Pero si Fort 2, medyo nagbago ang paningin ko dito sa kanya. So inside, we have this stuff. So very outright lang siya, no? So we have your charging cable. We have your 18 watts na fast charging brick. Hindi ko masabi na fast kasi 18 watts is just pretty much normal these days. We have yung ganang manual na sobrang kapal na hindi ko alam kung sino nagbabasa pa. And we also have a guitar pick na ito ang pantanggal ng SIM tray niya. Normally, di ba, alam natin na it's a SIM ejector tool, pero ibahin natin dito. You'll need this one to pick it open like this. Pagtulak mo before mo makikuha yung kanyang SIM tray. Now, pag tinignan mo mabuti, it has a SD card expansion, so it's a hybrid, by the way. Siyempre, tanggalin muna natin yung sticker. And pag-usapan na natin ang kanyang presyo. Ito si Blackview Fort 2 na may 8 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage. Normally, makita mo sa box ako sa 32 gig, no? Pero it's a 8 plus 24. It's currently priced at around 7,700 pesos, pero meron siyang higher variant na 8256, which is currently priced at 9,000 pesos. Itong BV100 na smart AI glasses, mabibili mo to for roughly 2,500 pesos. And I'll post all the link on the description box below, or just simply click the YouTube shopping link para makita ninyo kung saan nyo pwede mabili itong mga devices na ito. So I feel like Randy Santiago, medyo mukha tayong stupid wearing glasses inside the studio, which pag-usapan na lang natin later. At least napakita ko na siya ano itsura niya. Looks cool naman kung nasa labas ka. Doesn't look cool when you're inside the studio wearing glasses. Now, one of the good things dito sa design niya, na-revamp siya. Honestly, I was quite surprised, was excited sa kanyang design. Kasi normally, pag sinabi rugged phones ako, parang yung kanyang design is meh. Pero ibahin mo siya, no? Pag tinignan mo mabuti, yung kanyang camera ring looks that like of the Huawei Mate series. Yung ilalim na looks a little bit like yung mga POVA series ni Tecno, which is a little bit of yung mga meka-meka na design. It's just yung mga gaming phone. Kaya sila sabi so it's more of a revolutionized na rugged phone. Now, normally, pag rugged phone, ang kapal-kapal niya. Pero this one, based sa official spec sheet, 10mm na lang siya. So, meaning, sobra niyang nipis para sa isang rugged phone. And makita mo mga kantos, it's really protected, no? So, drop resistant talaga siya. Of course, since it's a rugged phone, it should perform like a rugged phone. And meron siyang isang quick action button dito na pwede mo i-set kung ano gusto mo i-set sa kanya. Power button and volume rocker. Medyo mukhang may pagka-Iron Man look lang talaga siya, no? We have a aluminum metal side frames. IP68, IP69 doesn't water resistant, military standard 810H ang kanyang capability. So meaning protected to phone na ito. I'm not quite sure kung ano material ng likod niya, pero I'm pretty sure na drop resistant siya. And I'm not really sure kung anong King Kong glass ang gamit niya dito. Probably one thing na medyo nakakailang lang kunti sa kanya is that makapalang ka ng bezel and it's still having a teardrop notch kahit 2026 na. Now, probably what Blackview did is pinaganda niya likod and kind of kinalimutan na niya ang ayusin kunti ang kanyang display. Now, if you want the full complete spec sheet ng Blackview Fort 2, share ko sa inyo. Now, on everyday usage na tong phone na ito, I would say pretty not bad siya. Pero not the best based sa aking experience kasi this one only has a Helio G81 from MediaTek. Alam naman natin si Helio G81 is more of a budget-friendly na chip, but of course we cannot expect something too advanced dito sa phone na ito. Pero I was hoping na at least man lang lagyan nila ng Helio G99 to give it a little bit more kick and power into this phone. Now, other than that, the G81 is very, very budget friendly, and you'll get yung mga basic things that you can probably do on a day-to-day basis. Wala ka naman maging problema dito sa kanya. And given that it has a 8 gigs of physical RAM, doon naman siya buhabawi, okay naman. Multitasking on this phone kinda feels a little bit smoother than mga phones na nagamit natin, mga budget smartphone na may 4 gigs of RAM. Now, given na kaya pa niya mag-expand up to 32 gig, of course, that's a virtual memory. Pero nevertheless, I'll tell you guys na medyo smoother ang experience ko naman dito sa kanya. Doing all of your day-to-day tasks, social media, opening mga PDF, Word document, okay naman, kaya naman niya i-handle. Ito naman, nakuha nating score dito sa Antutu benchmark. Hindi ganun kataasan, 335,000 points. And if you want to see all of the other benchmark na ginawa natin, ito na. Now, if you're expecting na ito phone na ito has a really massive, big na battery, diyan ka nagkakamali. This one only has a 5,000 mAh na battery and is still using a lithium-ion na technology. Yun yung one of the reasons kung bakit medyo slim siya is that maliit ang kanyang battery. Siguro kung nag-adapt siya ng silicon carbon, this could have been 7,000-8,000 mAh with the same size. Now, honestly, 18 watts ang kanyang charging capability isn't really fast, and it can support 5 watts na reverse wired charging in case kailangan mo mag-charge yung device mo on an emergency purpose, kaya-kaya naman ang gawin ng itong phone na ito. Now, if you're using this one as your daily driver, kaya naman niya magtagal. And probably I would say na roughly a little bit above a day, wala kang maging problema if you're using this a little bit more intensively. For one whole day, kaya naman na mag-survive. And ginamit ko naman siya as my daily driver. Nag-tether naman ako ng using this one as a hotspot, kaya naman niya i-handle. And in fact, nakakuha pa ako ng 15 hours and 10 minutes na screen on time dito sa PC Mark na battery stress test. Pagdating sa kanyang display, this one has a 6.56-inch na IPS LCD display. Yes, I know, it's an IPS LCD. Don't expect na it's an AMOLED display dahil makita mo kasi dahil sa kanyang kapal ng bezel, dahil sa kanyang teardrop notch. Normally, it's an IPS LCD. It's an indicator, it's an IPS LCD. Meron siyang 90 Hz screen refresh rate and 415 nits sa kanyang maximum brightness. So, meaning if you're under the direct sunlight, medyo mahirapan ka dito sa phone na ito. Unless medyo maglilim ka konti para magamitin mo phone na ito, that one probably might be better off. Now, if you're browsing naman dito on this phone for everyday usage, like phone calls, social media, pag nagbabrowse naman ako dito, wala mo naging problema. Basta you have a good, decent internet connection, browsing on your shorts and reels is going to be a piece of cake naman. Wala ako naging problema, to be honest with you. And if you're watching naman sa YouTube, expect that you only get a 720p na resolution dahil yun ang maximum kaya na bigay sa'yo. Pero I would say na it's still good and still watchable. Now, pag-usapan lang natin quickly ang kanyang sounds. Now, itong phone na ito has loudspeaker dito sa ilalim and I think wala dito sa ibabaw. So, probably it only has one speakers. So, dry run tayo. Well, honestly, yung kanyang sound is just so-so. Don't expect anything good from its sound. And kaya medyo hindi ganun kalakasan dahil it's just one loud firing speaker dito sa phone na ito. Now, tinry ko naman mag-gaming dito sa phone na ito. At the very least, mapakita ko sa inyo kung kaya ba niya mag-game o hindi. At the very least, I was able to play Call of Duty Mobile and si PUBG. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, umabot ako ng 60 FPS. Now, honestly, okay lang. Yung gameplay, talaga makita mo may frame drops, may lags along the way. So, this is G81, so expected niya sa kanya. And yung touch response is okay naman. Responsive naman siya sa akin. And wala naman ako naging problema along the way. Pero there are times na medyo nabibitin lang talaga sa kanyang sounds. Especially pag sinabi sa akin na walang sound coming from the other side of the speaker, medyo mabibitin ka. So I would suggest that you put on your favorite TWS para ma-feel mo yung ganda ng kanyang sounds. And overall gameplay, I would say playable, pero don't expect too much sa kanya. And pinakamainit na inabot natin dito sa kanya is 37 degrees Celsius. Celsius. Pagdating sa PUBG, I think I got a little bit better na gameplay dito sa kanya compared sa CODM. Now, it's a little bit confusing kasi nakita ko sa kanya FPS counter, umabot siya ng 90, no? Pero nag-drop siya at around mga 82, 81. Yun ang mga nakita kong drops, no? Lalo kung medyo nababarilan na. Talaga mafe-feel mo, there's some lags and frame drops along the way. Okay naman tas response, yung kanyang sounds is medyo mediocre, so you have to put your TWS on. And the gameplay is not bad, not the best, pero just to set your expectation, this is a G81, so don't expect too much sa kanya. Overall, masasabi ko sa inyo is playable, pero hindi ka lang sobrang mag-enjoy. And umabot ako ng 38 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. Napag-usapan lang natin quickly ang kanyang camera. This one has a 16MP na main camera sensor which can shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. Yung kanyang harap 13MP which can also shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. Now, all of the other here are probably dummies and the other one is a LED flash. Now, kamusta naman kanyang mga shots on outdoors? Honestly, medyo a little bit darker than usual yung mga photos niya. I've been trying to take some photos on outdoor. Probably a little bit gloomy. It's a given kasi medyo maulan these days. Sharp naman on some photos like itong mga street signages. Pero I would say na medyo hindi lang siya ganun katingkad yung mga colors niya. Siguro yun ang kanyang color science. Now, tinry naman natin gamitin ang kanyang zoom. And this is normal siya. This you can zoom 2 times and 3 times. Okay naman siya, no? I would say not bad. You can probably see everything that's written here. And yung mga greens naman niya, no? Pansin ko is a little bit pale. Based, of course, panlasa natin, no? Some of these greens na na-capture ko are a little bit pale. And there are sometimes na medyo hit and miss din some of the shots na nakuha natin. Siguro kung medyo mabilis gumalaw yung kamay mo, mabilis siya ma-out of focus. Na pagdating naman sa indoor, expect mo na okay lang, not really one of the best shots na makukuha mo dito sa kanya. And some food shot is just okay, mediocre lang naman, nothing really special sa kanya. And some product shots are just okay and nothing really special sa kanya. Hindi masyado matingkad ang kanyang mga color, so expect mo it's just okay. And the rest are just very simple shots lang inside a coffee shop. Nakamusta naman ang kanyang mga selfie photos? Honestly, it's just okay. Hindi siya sobrang stand out ang mga photos mo dito. Expect mo na just normal. Pagdating naman sa selfie, expect mo na it's a little bit softer compared sa mga shots mo outdoor. Medyo mediocre din. Now, here's a quick sample from the front-facing camera. The Blackview Fort 2 and also shooting at 1080p and 30fps. Medyo mas mauga lang siya, no? Compared sa kanyang rear camera. And parang medyo mas madilim compared sa kanyang rear camera. And here's a quick sample video from the rear camera. Ang kanyang rear camera can shoot up to 1080p and 30fps. Well, medyo stable naman siya. Bright naman ka ng color sa green. And I think pwede naman ito pang vlogging kung kinakailangan mo. Now, right now, pag-usapan natin quickly itong BV100 na smart glass ni Blackview. So, I've been wearing this for roughly 2 weeks na rin. And nag-enjoy naman ako sa kanya. You have to download the Hey Cyan app and you get to do all of the function here. Now, you can take photos and here's some sample photos na na-capture natin dito sa kanyang glasses. And now you can see, no, this is kind of camera lenses and it can also record video if you want.
So guys, nandito tayo sa Century Park Hotel. This is just a smart glass na suot ko right now sa aking mata. And basically, you're seeing what I'm seeing. I've tested it out for several days and yeah, I'm seeing na pretty parang live view. And yeah, pretty much you can do POV vlog kung ito ang suot ninyo, no?
Now, you can AI command it, yung mga voice commands sa kanya, take photo, take video, record audio, lahat pwede mong gawin dito sa kanya, which is pretty cool, no? For a very affordable naman na sunglasses for me. And here's a quick sample video na na-capture ko nga pala dito sa kanya. Now, there are some other tricks na pwede mong gawin dito like AI translate, may kausap ka and directly magta-translate naman siya dito sa app and maririnig mo dito sa directly sa inyong glass. If you want to listen to music, playback, via Bluetooth connected, magpa-play din siya dito malapit sa inyong tenga, which is good, no? Hindi mo kailangan magkabit pa ng extra na TWS just to be able to listen to your favorite music okay na, no? Just wearing tong glass na ito. And one thing, napansin ko, no? Kung medyo pawis ako, nagdudulas tong itong glass, no? I'm not quite sure sa ibang tao, pero yun ang experience ko lang dito sa kanya, no? So, kung medyo pawis ang ilong ko, it tendency, medyo nagsuslide daw siya a bit. So, I need to push it one up again and again and again and again. Of course, syempre meron sa mga voice assistants and meron din siyang smart image recognition. So, ano ginagawa nun? So, kung meron ka nakitang object, pwede mo i-pindot dito, no? So, yung ganun yung smart image recognition, automatic siya, no? Pag sinabi mo sa kanya, take photo in front of me, i-recognize siya, no? Sasabihin na sa'yo, i-search niya, and sasabihin na sa'yo everything na alam niya. Like, let's say, pinicturean ko to, sabihin sa akin, meron dyan isang studio setup. Kakasabi lang niya right now dito sa akin, meron ka isang studio setup dyan, may camera ka sa harap, meron kang lighting sa harap. No? So, it looks parang a studio setup. Which is tama naman siya. Pretty intelligent for a glasses. So guys, anong tingin ko dito sa dalawang product na ito from Blackview, si Fort 2 and si BV100? Honestly, itong dalawang device na ito is pretty nice, not bad. And this one definitely revolutionized the way I look at mga rugged phone. Pretty nice, pretty solid. Except na siguro yung kanyang processor isn't the best. So don't expect it to be one of the best dahil yung kanyang habol dito is yung kanyang reliability, yung kanyang toughness. Lalo na if you meet some accident, which is hopefully wag naman mangyari. Pero this one would definitely survive any drops, any falls, as long as it's on a controlled environment. Pero hopefully, wag mangyayari sa inyo. And itong glass na ito, probably natuwa ako dito sa kanya, no? Can pretty much do anything, mga command ko sa kanya. Playback music, take photos, take videos, record audio, translate, lahat. Parang everything is in these glasses na. I'm really happy with yung investment ko dito sa kanya. It's really nice. No? So, if you're interested dito sa dalawang product na ito, I'll pop the link on the description box below or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link para makita ninyo kung saan siya pwede mabili officially. And of course, a like dito sa aking channel is definitely good. And in-encourage ko rin kayo mag-subscribe dito sa aking channel. So, paano guys? Hanggang dito muna ako. I'll see you on my next one. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.